Come to think of it, I have a long history with Mario Maker 2. Before the game was released, I posted many videos telling you guys about things I wanted to see in the game. After it got released, I told you guys about my favorite new features, and after playing around with the last major update for the game, I told you about my 10 favorite DLC features. I guess it's only fitting that I now look back at everything we got and give my opinions on a couple missing things I'd like to see in a new patch, a new update, or even the sequel, Mario Maker 3. Today's video is exactly that. I pinpointed 7 different things that were simply gone from the game or would need work to become better, and you'll learn all about them. Today's video is sponsored by ExpressVPN. If you are using a computer or a phone to go online, you carry with yourself tons of information that can be seen and accessed by countless parties. Thankfully, using a VPN protects that data. ExpressVPN uses the highest encryption standards, so your data cannot be seen by anyone, not even ExpressVPN themselves. This is Mario's privacy before ExpressVPN, and this is Mario's privacy after ExpressVPN. It is obvious which one is safer, duh. Besides epic protections, I use ExpressVPN to check out content that is restricted in my own country. I pick a server from a different country where the content isn't blocked, I click connect, and that's it! I can finally watch everything I ever wanted. ExpressVPN is rated #1 by many websites, such as The Verge, Wired, CNET, and many more, so you know this is a good product. Find out how to get 3 months free by clicking the link in the description down below. expressvpn.com/NicoBBQ. Thanks to them for sponsoring this video and supporting me as a creator. Hey, I'm Nico, and here are 7 things to add or to fix in Super Mario Maker 2. Here we go. Mario runs from left to right. It's always been the case. Well, except when levels are vertical. Vertical levels were missing from the first Super Mario Maker game, and they were thankfully added in the Switch sequel. This is amazing, but I still wish we wouldn't have to put those levels in a sub-world. Sometimes I do not want the vertical section to be hidden inside of a pipe, I just want it to be my entire level, with me starting from the bottom and making my way to the flagpole all the way to the top. Or maybe I want to start to the top and make my way down to the bottom. Come to think of it, why can't I just choose where I put my flagpole instead of being forced to have it on the right side of a stage? For a Mario Maker sequel, I'd like to be in full control of where Mario starts, where the level ends, and I'd love to be able to have both the world and the sub-worlds to be vertical. Just imagine a vertical stage where you start in the sky theme, making your way to the bottom to then enter a pipe leading you to another vertical section underwater in the dark. That would be sick. The last major update gave us the ability to create world maps on which we can finally put our levels. This is really cool, but in a way, this new mode is kind of limited. Your world has to be 7 tiles wide and 4 tiles long, which is okay, don't get me wrong, but the Mario games have a history of having bigger maps and featuring more stuff. Super Mario Bros. 3 had a world where you hopped on a boat, exploring islands. It also had this epic world where you started on the ground and made your way to the clouds. And don't get me started on the multiple paths and secret exits in the Super Mario World and New Super Mario Bros. Series. This last point actually makes sense with my first one. If we had the option to choose where our level flagpoles were, and if we'd be able to add secret flagpoles as well, you could have a world with split path and hidden levels. I do love the fact that Super Mario World was chosen to be the game theme for all Super World maps, but in a game with so many different game styles, it would have been dope to be able to switch your Super World into the Mario 3 theme or the new Super Mario Bros. One. I was also made aware by my buddy Barrel Roller that we cannot play Super World online with our friends, which is a huge missed opportunity, especially in those times where you kinda have to be home alone. Imagine watching the Minus World cast playing your favorite Super Worlds. That'd be dope. But I guess you're gonna have to be stuck with just me for the time being. Obviously, what we have right now is a great start. I'm just pushing the boundaries for future installments. During the Wii U era, a new product called Amiibo was released, and personally I think they're pretty cool and I bought myself 1 or 2. Okay, I might have had a problem back then. In Super Mario Maker, there was a cool power-up called the Mystery Mushroom, and if you scan your amiibo on the gamepad, you could turn Mario into those different amiibo costumes. Plus, the game received so many updates that added more 8-bit versions of famous characters and more obscure ones, which was a super fun feature to play with. Well, this feature was completely cancelled for the sequel, and I'm still not so sure as to why. I mean, we can still scan amiibos with the Switch, and even the Pro Controller itself can be used for that. So why wasn't this feature brought back? With the new story mode, you could have been unlocking mystery mushroom costumes while playing the game, or the ninja speedruns could also have been used to give them to you if you were performing good or something. I just think it's a missed opportunity for Nintendo, and to be honest, rip amiibos, I guess. Nobody uses them anymore. Give me a F in the chat, boys, okay? In the first Mario Maker game, when you posted your level online, you were given a code to share it with friends. And this code was super long, tedious, confusing, and hard to share. The sequel still uses those codes, but as you can see, they're really short now, and although it is still possible to mess up the codes when sharing it with friends, it doesn't happen as often as it did before. Thankfully, Super Mario Maker 2 also features an advanced search option where you can filter levels by their game styles, level theme, or some tags here and there, and that works well, sure, but I still think this advanced search is not that advanced. Let's say I want to see how my fellow makers uses the Nicobbq in their stages to get inspired for my own. Well, good luck with that. I suppose most people would probably include the terms Nicobbq in their level names or level description, which makes me mad that there is actually no way to search by level name or level description. I mean, what's the point of giving my level a cool and funny description if it cannot be used for search? Ugh. Also, can I point out that every single search only returns a few sets of results, and there is no page 2 like there is on Google. If the level you're looking for is not amongst your search results, you'll just never get to play it, which is a shame. While we're on the topic of Nintendo being bad at online, can we talk about that lag, my dude? How is it possible that every time I'm playing multiplayer versus, I experience lag with like 50% of my games? I have bought the adapter, my Switch is connected to the internet, and I do pay my yearly Nintendo Online membership. What do I have to do to get rid of the lag, Nintendo? I think the state of Nintendo's Online right now is just not acceptable. We're in 2020. We shouldn't all be lagging because one of us has a bad internet connection. Imagine if lag like this happened in really precise fighting games like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Oh wait, it also does lag in this game. I even experienced lag while playing in local wireless mode with my friends that were sitting in the same room as me. Like, how is this even possible? I just wish Nintendo got with the times and started having dedicated servers for their games to avoid the lag problems. And I was kinda hoping that they were making the switch to those when we started to actually pay for Nintendo's Online, but no, sadly that wasn't the case. I guess I'll just stick to laggy Mario Maker for now. When you choose your game style, you have those 4 obvious options, and then you have this beautiful subcategory called Extra Game Styles. In it, you can find only one extra game style: Super Mario 3D World. And while the fact that this is gonna be grammatically incorrect forever now that we know we're never getting another one doesn't bother me that much, what bothers me is that I feel like Nintendo had ideas for extra game styles but decided to scrap them. Remember how the last major update before the actual final one introduced the Master Sword that turns us into Link? That was pretty epic, right? Link can shoot his bow and arrow, throw bombs, down thrust, run super fast, and the music does change when you have this power-up equipped. The final major update gave us the SMB2 Mushroom, which turns us into Super Mario Bros. 2 Mario and gives us all of the abilities of that game, such as being able to stand on enemies, grab them, throw things around, and it also changes the music when you're wearing it. Why all of the extra attention to those 2 power-ups? Well, simply put, I think Nintendo had plans to have Super Mario Bros. 2 and The Legend of Zelda as extra game styles, all of them featuring their own way to play, their own music, their own enemies, and more. I do think developing those extra things for more than one game theme proved to be too complicated or not even worth it for Nintendo, so they decided instead to just turn them into extra power-ups. Don't get me wrong, okay? I love the Master Sword and SMB2 Mushroom, but imagine being able to actually put Birdo in your stage instead of having to, you know, put a cannon on Boom Boom, which works, sure, but it isn't Birdo. Well, while we're on the topic of the extra game style, let's talk about it. Super Mario 3D World. This was the biggest addition to the game, and what truly made Super Mario Maker 2 look like a sequel rather than a Super Mario Maker Deluxe. It brings new moves, new power-ups, new enemies, and a lot more new things. The thing is, this game style is so different from all of the others that I don't see a lot of people making levels with it. With all of the other game styles, you can expect to find swinging claws, Koopa Links, tracks, Lakitu, Buzzy Beetles, blue platform, skull coasters, fireballs, cannons, and so much more. Well, all of those things I just talked about, they're not available in the Super Mario 3D World game style. Of course, there is other stuff to play around with, like the mushroom platforms, the crates, the clear pipes, but I always felt like building a Super Mario 3D World level was a chore. I always felt limited by that game theme. And the worst thing was when I discovered that most of those exclusive 3D World items could actually be glitched into the other game styles. Of course, these were all glitchy and lacking texture, but it just proved that locking them to a particular game style was not necessary at all, so for the next Mario Maker game, I'd like to see all of the items to be unified for all of the game styles. Thanks a lot for watching this video, my dudes. I hope you enjoyed it. I've got big news for you today, so don't click away yet. I am launching a brand new channel called Super Nico Maker, where I will be playing new Mario Maker 2 levels every single day. That's right, you will hear my beautiful, lovely voice every day from now on. You'll also be able to send levels for me to check out and play. I have already uploaded 2 episodes today to launch the channel, so tap the cards on screen right now to go check this one out, and make sure you subscribe if you don't want to miss a single thing. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one.